Hi, I'm Georgiana,
And I'm Christina.
and today we're reacting to.
The trailer for The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, San Diego Comic Con.
Yay.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, Christina, when was the first time you watched any of the Lord of the Rings movies?
I was really young. I'm actually really emotionally attached to Lord of the Rings. So the first time I watched it, I think I was about 10. My older cousin, who's 10 years older than me, he was supposed to babysit me at one point, and he brought the DVD with the first Lord of the Rings movie, and then he just put it on, right? And I watched it with him. And I remember I wasn't scared of the orcs, nothing. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is interesting, whatever. And I didn't cry. I wasn't scared about nothing scared, actually scary that was going on. But guess what? I got scared at the part where Bilbo reached for the ring, just for a brief second, and then he changed his face. Do you know that part?
Oh, yes, I remember that part.
I was so shocked and scared by it. I started crying so much. I freaked my cousin out and he stopped the whole movie. And then, yeah, I couldn't watch it anymore for a few more years. And then I watched the whole trilogy and I was like, this is so cool. I fell in love with it. So, yeah.
What is Tolkien's relationship with Birmingham?
He used to live in the countryside before his dad died, and then when his dad died, his mom took him and his brother to Birmingham because I don't know, they just had to survive somehow. And the Shire is the countryside where he used to grow up when he was really younger, and Birmingham is the place where Sauron lives, and it's inspired by that huge tower because it used to be like an industrial town and was just full of smoke and gray and horrible, and he hated it basically. And that's where he
So,
got inspired for Mordor.
so Mordor is basically Birmingham?
Yes. Yeah.
We both studied at Birmingham.
Yay. I read that it's a trail somewhere outside the city and it's called Tolkien Trail, and I really wanted to go and see it, but I didn't have the chance.
We can go back at some point and just
True.
as tourists. So yeah, I first watched the movies when I was 10 as well. I remember I wasn't creeped out by Smeagol, although my sister was terrified of Smeagol. And every time the golem would come on the screen, she would hide. It
Oh
was quite funny.
no. I loved Legolas. I has the biggest crush on him.
Same.
Oh
Oh
my
my God,
god.
yes.
It's so
Not
cute.
Orlando Bloom, but just Legolas.
I think I saw it in a magazine and I saw the actor, which is Orlando Bloom, who plays Legolas, and I'm like, no, I don't like this guy. I like Legolas.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know what is it about Legolas, but yeah, that guy is hot.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, they made the Hobbit series, and everybody was older and they were acting like they were younger, and it was so weird because it was obvious.
I didn't read the books for Lord of the Rings, but like
I
I said,
did,
oh, that's so cool. I
and the
always,
Hobbit too.
me too. I did read The Hobbit and I read the Silmarillion. Sorry for the pronunciation. I loved it so much. Did you read it?
No.
I'm so fascinated with it. Tells how the world, literally this world that everything happens, was built. So how the elves were created, orcs, Sauron, the humans, the eagles, the wizards. It's more raw. I read somewhere that they only have the rights for the Lord of the Rings. So I'm not
Uh,
sure what kind of story is in this TV show. If it's a brand new one, if after all they got the rights for that book and we're gonna get something similar to that.
I'm intrigued. I want to buy that book now.
Um,
Okay, let's get into it because now I'm excited.
We thought the war, at last, was ended.
Today, our days of peace begin.
We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light would never dim.
The skies are strange.
You just hear Galadriel. The moment
Oh.
we feared.
She was one of the first elves ever.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
Slim Shady.
The darkness, a tempting shadow to bury us all beneath the mountain.
He has not one name, but many.
Have you heard of him, lad? Have you heard of Sauron?
If the evil rising is left unchecked, it will take us all. Find the light, and the shadow will not find you.
Together we can survive this!
Fight with me.
Each of us must decide who we shall be.
There can be no trust between hammer and rock. Eventually, one or the other must surely break.
I'm confused. Wait, she's not an elf? Who's this dude?
You have been told many lies of Middle-earth.
Oh, this one comes out pretty soon too. Oh, this dude.
Yep. You shall not pass.
From what I've seen, I don't think it's
Mhm.
based on the story from the book. It's gonna be a completely different story. They took some characters from Lord of the Rings and they just do their own thing.
It looks like it, honestly, because it doesn't remind me anything that we've seen so far or
Mhm.
anything that I've read. So yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like a new story.
And the only thing that I've seen on the internet, because everybody was talking about it, is the guy who apparently is Sauron, but is not Sauron. That looks like Slim Shady.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
What if
Wonder-
he is though? What
Mm,
if it's like the origin story? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like again, with this trailer, we need to see more to just get into the theme. I
Before-
feel like it didn't show us much.
I read a few years ago when they first announced it that it's supposed to be even more expensive than the whole Game of Thrones. So, you know, Game of Thrones costs a lot because of the special effects and everything. And this one is supposed to be even bigger. That's what they said. By the looks of it, I don't think it's above Game of Thrones so far.
Last thoughts I have is that nobody will ever replace Christopher Lee, Ian McKellen, and Orlando Bloom in my heart. They have a special place in my heart, especially them playing in Lord of the Rings. They'll always be my favorites, so these better be good. I'm definitely gonna watch the first season at least, the whole thing, because I know it's gonna be weird, especially at the beginning, getting used to the new actors. So I'm gonna give it a whole season and then decide. I'm not gonna prejudge it just because I have a weakness for the original trilogy. Well, thank you for watching and thank you for sticking around till now.
hope you guys liked it, and we can wait to hear your opinions about this new TV series and this trailer. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.